Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. What the fuck?
I can't quite reach.
Can I do that?
You went that way.
My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Your mother's right. Magical beasts are more trouble than they're worth.
Ah.
Just take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome. Wasn't your first duel?
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Yeah, boy.
You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging. I really see the value in organized dueling. Senseless fighting, in my opinion.
It's not senseless. We'll make you regret signing up.
I'm joking!
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose.
Sounds as if you caused a smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules.
You did? How?
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you jest.
You should have worked it out on your own.
You have nerve.
I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well,
I'm afraid I've decided to keep them. That'll teach you to stink up your classmates.
what?
Yes. Finders keepers, I'm afraid.
I knew it. You're just as bad as everyone else. I hate this school. It literally took flight.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it. And what do you think?
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Patience is waning. Is this entertaining? My patience is waning. Is this entertaining?
Keep at it! We'll wear them down eventually. Let's go!
A rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. Reparo. Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
I've even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry, but you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Now that I think about it, Puffskein Dunkeen, I think I shall keep this. You need to overcome your cowardice.
You can't be serious.
I'm doing you a favor. Disappointment like this will encourage you to become a stronger person.
I don't need to be stronger. I need to be left alone.
Seems someone's jealous of my skills on a broom.
Me? Slytherin Quidditch captain. Jealous of you?
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
I did, and I followed them into the forest, but I'm afraid there was nothing to see.
Oh, I see.
Come and see me as soon as you can.
You should be able to take care of yourself. I'm not giving you anything.
How cruel! Calling me a liar!
Good luck. That's all.
I'm not lucky. I'm simply better than you.
All right, fine.
Leander, there's no easy way to say this. Well, actually, there is. You're not cut out for it.
Well, you could have found a harder way to say it. But perhaps you're right. I'll let the others know you're good enough for them.
Strong competition. Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like.
No.
I want to learn the curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want.
May I see it?
You were right about how spectacular it is, which is why it's a pity you didn't find it yourself.
You double-crossing cur.
Seems like a poor choice of infantry. Surely that's obvious.
You don't mind sharing your opinions, do you?
Perhaps it was your dealings with Swoopers that led to the precarious idea of stocking diricals.
Oh, you are well and cheeky, aren't you?
Oh, come on, always.
This is quite difficult to retrieve. Shouldn't I get a reward for my trouble?
Aye, of course I'm happy to pay you. I can't afford much. I've promised to pay for all the supplies Milo's daughter will need to attend Hogwarts one day.
I don't think you realize the trouble I went to retrieving the watch. Perhaps you can sell it for the girls' supplies.
I should never have mentioned the heirloom.
I quite like the idea of an authentic Mermish artifact. I'm tempted to keep it myself.
What? Why would you do that? Gift was a gesture of goodwill, a symbol of hope. I was going to show it to the ministry.
If you really wanted this, then perhaps you should have fetched it yourself.
I would, if I knew how to swim.
How exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets.
Beets for feet. How hilarious. I mean, how terrible. Horrible. Truly. If I'm honest, I'd say he had it coming.
Normally I'd agree with you, but he's my brother.
A troll? You can't be serious.
It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Well, there was a troll in the tomb. It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary, what untoward scheme were you involved in?
Repair it.
Fantastic. She's breathtaking.
From a distance. I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
Make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she'd listen to reason.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
You serious?
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away. You would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Very
Ahem. Attention, students. I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the dignified banners of Hufflepuff. I shall be taking no questions at this time. Or ever.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Now, don't just stand there. I need to be back by cocktail hour. The place will be like a funeral without me.
What if I don't want to return you to the Three Broomsticks?
What on earth do you mean?
I could just burn you and be done with it.
I'd like to see you try.
You really ought not have said that.
Incendio!
Are you burning me? Oh. What is the meaning of this? This isn't the Three Broomsticks.
No, it's not. It's the Hogshead.
Please, you can't mean to leave me here. Please.
Goodbye, Ferdinand. Enjoy your new home. Actually, he's taken a liking to me, so I've decided to keep him.
What? He's mine! Oh, I should have faced my fears and gone after him myself.
Perhaps you should have.
I can't believe I let this happen.
Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
That's incredible! Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing. Actually, I think she'll be safer with me.
But it was my idea to rescue her.
Isadora wasted her ability trying to save people from themselves. I will not let others dictate what I do with this. My power.
You cannot possibly mean...